You've ever stopped to think that it's not a coincidence that you're alive at this exact moment? It's not by chance that you're going through this specific phase of your life. It's not luck that you're facing the challenges you're facing. There is a deep reason, a divine reason, for you to be here now in this phase. And if you're ready to discover that reason, your life will never be the same again. But here's the problem. Most people never discover why God placed them in this phase. They see only the challenges. They see only the difficulty. They see only the suffering. And while they're doing that, He is trying to teach something extraordinary through this stage. He is trying to prepare you for something greater. God has a purpose for you, and this channel exists to help you find it. Subscribe now to receive messages that will clarify your calling and align your life with God's greatest plan. Your purpose is waiting to be discovered through what's coming next. Let's start with a fundamental truth. He doesn't place you anywhere by accident. When you're in a specific stage of your life, when you're facing specific challenges, when you're in specific circumstances, this is not coincidence. This is divine appointment. God placed you there for a reason. He placed you there to learn something. He placed you there to grow. He placed you there to be transformed. He placed you there to make a difference. The Bible is full of examples of people who were placed in specific seasons to fulfill specific purposes. Joseph was placed in prison to be prepared to be a governor. David was placed in the wilderness to be prepared to be a king. Moses was placed in the wilderness for 40 years to be prepared to free a nation. And in each case, the period that seemed to be a punishment, a defeat, a failure, was actually a preparation. It was actually a divine appointment. It was actually Him working behind the scenes to prepare these people for something extraordinary. If you're ready to live out your purpose, leave a like. This is your commitment to God. I'm done living small. I'm ready for my calling. You're like signals that you're willing to step into what He designed you to do. Now, the first thing you need to do is recognize that you are appointed for this phase. You need to stop seeing this stage as a punishment. You need to stop seeing this period as an accident. You need to stop seeing this season as something that happened to you. And you need to start seeing it as something that He planned for you. Because when you recognize that you are appointed, when you recognize that there is a purpose, when you recognize that He is working, everything changes. Your perspective changes. Your attitude changes. Your response changes. Because you're no longer just trying to survive. You're now seeking to understand. You're now seeking to learn. You're now seeking to grow. And when you're seeking these things, when you're open to what He wants to teach, that's when you start to experience transformation. Moving forward, we need to understand that the purpose of this chapter may not be obvious. It may not be immediate. It may not be easy to see, because He doesn't work the way we expect. He doesn't work in a straight line. He works in mystery. He works behind the scenes. He works in ways that only make sense when we look back. The Bible says in Romans 8:28 that all things work together for good for those who love God. All things, not just the good things, not just the easy things, all things. This means that even the difficult phases, even the painful seasons, even the stages that seem unfair, are working together for something good. They're working together for your transformation. They're working together for your growth. They're working together to prepare you for something greater. Furthermore, we need to understand that this period is a preparation. He is preparing you for something. He is developing in you characteristics that you're going to need. He is teaching you lessons that you're going to need to learn. He is strengthening you in ways that you're going to need to be strong. Because the next phase is going to require more of you. The next stage is going to be bigger. The next season is going to be more challenging. And He knows this. He is preparing you now for what comes next. He is using this chapter to equip you. He is using this period to train you. He is using this stage to shape you. And when you understand this, when you see this season as preparation instead of punishment, everything changes. Each phase has specific lessons. Each season has specific truths that he wants you to learn. Each stage has specific characteristics that he wants you to develop. If you're in a period of difficulty, he wants you to learn faith. If you're in a season of rejection, he wants you to learn self-worth. If you're in a stage of loss, he wants you to learn trust. If you're in a period of loneliness, he wants you to learn that he never leaves you. Each chapter has a lesson. And when you learn that lesson, when you absorb that truth, when you allow him to work it in you, that's when you're ready for the next phase. But here's the challenge. You need to have faith in the process. You need to believe that he knows what he's doing. You need to believe that he has a plan. You need to believe that he is working, even when you can't see it. You need to believe that he is good even when circumstances suggest otherwise. And that faith is not easy. Because when you're in the middle of the season, when you're facing the challenge, when you're suffering, it's hard to believe that there's a purpose. It's hard to believe that he is working. It's hard to believe that this is going to result in something good. But it's exactly at that moment that you need to have faith. It's exactly at that moment that you need to trust him. Another important thing is to understand that true growth comes through adversity. You don't grow when everything is easy. You don't develop when everything is going well. You grow when you're tested. You develop when you're challenged. You transform when you're pressed. Because it's in adversity that you discover who you really are. It's in adversity that you discover what you're capable of. It's in adversity that you discover the strength that he put in you. And when you discover these things, when you experience this growth, you're never the same again. You become stronger. You become wiser. You become more compassionate. You become more like Christ. Furthermore, we need to understand that the purpose of this chapter may be bigger than you. It may not be just about you. It may be about the people you're going to help. It may be about the lives you're going to touch. It may be about the legacy you're going to leave. Because when you go through a difficult phase, when you learn a lesson, when you grow through adversity, you gain the ability to help other people who are going through the same thing. You gain the wisdom to guide other people. You gain the compassion to serve other people. And when you use that wisdom, when you use that compassion, when you use that experience to help other people, that's when you discover that your season had a much bigger purpose than you thought. Moving forward, we need to talk about acceptance. Because at some point, you need to accept that you're in this stage. You need to stop fighting it. You need to stop denying it. You need to stop wishing you were in a different period. And you need to start accepting that you're here, now, in this phase, and that there's a reason for it. Because when you accept, when you stop fighting, when you stop denying, that's when you can start to learn. That's when you can start to grow. That's when you can start to be transformed. Acceptance doesn't mean you like the season. It doesn't mean you're happy with the circumstances. It means you recognize the reality and you choose to work with it instead of against it. Furthermore, it's important to maintain hope in the next chapter, because this stage is not the end. This period is not the end of the story. This phase is just a chapter. And when you finish learning the lessons, when you finish growing, when you finish being transformed, you're going to move into the next season. And the next period is going to be different. The next stage is going to be better. The next chapter is going to be bigger. And you're going to be prepared for it because you learned the lessons of this phase. You're going to be ready because you grew through adversity. You're going to be equipped because he prepared you. And when you get to the next season, you're going to look back and you're going to understand. You're going to see why he placed you in this period. You're going to see the purpose. You're going to see how it all fit together. So let me ask you a question. Are you ready to accept that you were appointed for this chapter? Are you ready to stop seeing this stage as a punishment and start seeing it as a preparation? Are you ready to learn the lessons that he wants to teach? Are you ready to grow through adversity? Are you ready to be transformed? Comment and tell us about the calling he has placed on your heart. What is he asking you to do? By sharing your purpose, you inspire others to pursue their own God-given calling. Together, we create a movement of people living their divine purpose. Because if you truly are ready, then you're ready to experience the purpose of this phase. You're ready to understand why He placed you here. You're ready to discover the lessons that He wants to teach. You're ready to be transformed in ways you never imagined. So my challenge to you is this: starting today, choose to see this season differently. Choose to see this period as a divine appointment. Choose to see this stage as a preparation. Choose to see this chapter as an opportunity to grow. Choose to have faith in the process. Choose to trust Him. Choose to accept that there is a purpose, even if you can't see it now. Because when you make that choice, when you truly change your perspective, your life changes. Your attitude changes. Your response to challenges changes. You stop being a victim of circumstances and you become an active participant in your own growth. You stop just surviving and you start thriving. You stop just existing and you start living. And when you get to the next phase, when you look back, you're going to understand. You're going to see why He placed you in this season. You're going to see how this period prepared you. You're going to see how this stage transformed you. You're going to see how this chapter equipped you for something greater. You're going to be grateful. You're going to be grateful for every lesson. You're going to be grateful for every challenge. You're going to be grateful for every moment of growth. Because that's His pattern. He places you in specific phases to prepare you for specific things. He uses adversity to develop in you characteristics that you're going to need. He works behind the scenes to transform you into who you need to be. And when you finally understand this, when you finally accept this, when you finally trust Him, that's when you discover that this season wasn't a punishment. It was a blessing. It was an opportunity. It was a divine appointment. So no matter what stage you're in now, no matter what challenges you're facing, no matter how difficult it seems, know that there's a reason. Know that He placed you there for a reason. Know that there is a purpose. Know that you're being prepared for something greater. And when you know this, when you truly believe this, everything changes. Your perspective changes. Your attitude changes. Your life changes. And that, my friend, is the reason why He appointed you for this chapter. That is the truth that can transform your life. All you need to do is accept. All you need to do is trust. All you need to do is have faith. Thank you for investing in your purpose journey today. He sees your commitment. Make sure you're subscribed so you stay aligned with your calling and His plan. Now share this with someone who's searching for their purpose. He wants to reach them through you. And when you do that, when you truly do that, you're going to discover that this phase is exactly where you need to be. If this message on your divine appointment touched your heart, watch our previous video. It's part of this structured journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening, guiding you deeper into seeing God's purpose in every season. Keep watching the channel to continue your transformation, and hit subscribe with notifications on, so you never miss the next revelation in aligning your life with His plan.